Welcome back. In the previous video, we have added the delete functionality to our application. And in this video, we will be working on update functionality. So there are total 4 steps to update the to-do. Let's quickly start from the first task. So our first task is we need to create the update to-do method in http.service file. And update to do method is a user defined function, so we can take any name, whatever the name is suitable for us. And this update to do method will be calling the http update call, and then it will send the new updated to do object. So this updated to do method will send the new updated to do object to this service, and then service will send to the database. And then finally it will receive the new updated to do method from the component. So let's define this function in the http service file. Let's write the code. So now we have defined the function in service for update to do. This will receive the updated to do object from the component, and then it will send the updated to do to the service. And here is the URL. It is also similar to the delete call. In the delete call we have to pass the ID. Similarly in the update call also we need to pass the ID, and this ID we will get inside the to do object. So our second task is create update to do method in app.component.ts file, and this update to do method will have the functionality like it will call the updated to do method of the service. So we will calling from component to this service. We have already defined this function. It will get the updated to do object from the to do form. So let's define this function. Let's write the code. Now we have defined the function in our component.ts file, and this function is accepting or taking the updated to do object and sending to the service. And once we get the successful response from the service, we are calling this get to do function. So this is actually get to do's function. We are not getting one to do, we are getting multiple to do. So let's change this function name to do's. And in the service also. Okay, so we call get to do's method to get all the to do's, and then we are resetting the form. Now the next task is we need to create the handle edit method in app component.ts file. So what this handle edit method will do, so this function will get called from the edit icon click. So when we click on the edit icon, then this function will get called, and it will populate the existing data to the form so that user can modify. So when we click on this icon, it will populate this raw data to this form so that user can modify the values, and it will change the submit button text to update. So currently actually it is submit means currently it is handling the create functionality only, but when user will click on this edit icon, we want to show this as a update. Let's write the code. So we have defined the handle edit function. This handle edit function expecting to do object as a parameter. So it means when we click on this handle on this edit icon, it will send this to do object to this function, and once we get this to do object, here we are setting this value to our form, and before that we have created one variable. It will useful to check whether handle whether edit function edit mode is enabled or not. Name is itself clear, and then we are deleting some extra property that is not required for our form, because if we will set extra properties and it is not exist in the form, then we will get the error. So we have deleted this, and now let's see if edit is working or not. Yes, we can see form is populated with this value. Let's click now. Here we can see value got updated, and also the text is got changed here, updated. Now our last task is handle on submit method. Currently this method is having only the logic to create the to do. So whenever edit mode is enabled, we should call the update to do function instead of current functionality. So let's jump into this function, and whenever our edit mode is enabled, then don't call this code, else call create functionality. So in update mode, in edit mode, we should call the update form, and we should send the form value, or else we can take this out here and send this once form value. Let's test our functionality. So test 123 123 update. So we call the update function, update API, with put call, and got status 200, and UI also immediately reflected because we are calling the get call.